No. Tugger, tell us what to say. Whisper in my ear. And again, here they come.
Kevin. Freedom.
Enjoy.
Lisa's cousin.
Who does?
You don't know who she is.
Leave my jacket.
You're lost.
In the 20 years of competition between East and West Wrestling, East has won 18 times. In the 20 years of competition between East and Cherry Hill West in wrestling, East has won 18 times. West last winning in 1977, that being 13 years ago. Tonight, Cherry Hill West, with the record of 13-2-1, ranked number 8 by the Courier Post and the Inquirer, will host Cherry Hill East live on Cable 18. I'm joined by my co-anchors, Kevin Freeman and Matt DeMarco, and we're now looking at East, Mike DeMarco, and we're now looking at the East team, and they're going to talk to you about them right now.
Thank you, Drew. Although East is having a really rough season this year, their head coach Lou Frank, is very optimistic. He knows he has a very young team, and he expects them to improve.
This young team with little varsity experience expects a tough match, says Coach Lou Frank. The team's improvement is shown not in the record, but in their intensity.
All right. We should be seeing an excellent meet between these two fine schools. Coach John Seymour of Cherry Hill West having an excellent season as coach. His team has really come through for him. Cherry Hill West lineup will be 103, Kyle Young, who has a 16-1 record. 112, Eric Russin, who's 11-7-1. 119, Mike Sickeles, 6-11-2. At 125 for West, Bill Blathout, who is undefeated at 19-0. 130, Jason Butler, 7-12-0. And 135, we have Eric Jamerson, a senior, 19-0. He's a co-captain. Tonight, if Eric wins, he will tie the school district's record of most career wins, 78, set by Greg Casamento of Cherry Hill East. He graduated in 1988. Jamerson, his fourth year as a starter. This should be a big night for Jamerson. At 140, Dave Pichel, he's 1-1. At 145 for Cherry Hill West, John Pepinari, 5-6. At 152, Dom Gindano, he's 12-5. 160, Bill Ferrari, 8-12-0. 171, Pete Chomentowski, 13-3. 189, Tom DePatry, 8-7. And wrestling at heavyweight for Cherry Hill West, senior Brett Atkins, who holds a record of 12-4, and who also won the Edgewood tournament for Cherry Hill West. Well, we're just about to get it away, tonight's events, and now we'll hear from the Cherry Hill East starting lineup.
Cherry Hill East starting lineup begins at 103 with Alfred Alon at 7-10, a sophomore, 2 years varsity experience. At 112, John Mullen, 2-13, first year varsity, first year wrestling also. At 119, a first year varsity wrestler, Jeff Weismer. He's won 4 out of his 5 matches and looks to improve in the future. At 125, Chris Sherwin, 9-8, definitely one of the better wrestlers on the East squad. It's his first year varsity. At 130, Greg Boyle, 3-11, just got his first varsity pin against Overbrook last week. 135, Matt Sisney, 3-10, a junior, his first year varsity. 140, Brian Stallcup at 2-11, a junior, also his first year in varsity competition. 145, Steve Young, first year varsity, sophomore. He's 0-1, filling in for the injured Chris Griffin. At 152, Mike Jackson, 5-8. It's his first year varsity also, but a longtime wrestler. At 160, finally returning to the East lineup, is Craig Haynes, 3-1, out earlier due to a knee injury. He's last year's returning district champ. At 171, Greg O'Neill, 5-9, his first year varsity from Triton. He's here. At 189, Steve Nimzak, 2-11, first year ever wrestling, starting varsity. And at heavyweight, Big Mike, Happy Pappy, Paparella, 9-6, his second year varsity here.
Well, you're getting a view of the announcers for tonight. Fellas, what do you think this meet is going to be? Cherry Hill West only beating East twice in competition, that being in 1970 and 77. They have a strong team this year. They're ranked number 8 by the Courier Post and Inquirer. They've had 2 defeats against Highland and Paul VI. Cherry Hill East is struggling.
Well, I think this year we have to give the nod to Cherry Hill West right now, but if East keeps up their intensity, I think there could be a possible upset here.
We are looking now, Cherry Hill East warming up for tonight's meet. Meet's about to start in about 10 minutes. Most importantly, this year, Cherry Hill West has many sophomores on their team. Their first two wrestlers in the weight class are sophomores. That's Kyle Young and Eric Russin. Impressive records by those two fine young wrestlers. Many mixed sophomores and seniors on this team. So we should expect Cherry Hill West to continue being a strong team in the Olympic American Conference as long as these young wrestlers are there.
Being a young team, Cherry Hill East is only losing 2 wrestlers next year. They are co-captain Craig Haynes and Mike Jackson. The other co-captain for Cherry Hill East is Mike Paparillo.
Cherry Hill West co-captains, one being Eric Jamerson and the other being Bill Blauvelt. Fans, we're going to have a special treat for everyone. I believe Bill Blauvelt will be playing the national anthem along with Mike Sickalis, 2 wrestlers playing the national anthem for Cherry Hill West. Once again, we are live in the Jones Gymnasium at Cherry Hill West as East huddling up, getting their last thoughts together. We have a pretty nice crowd here this evening. You should see a fine meet.
Well, I tell you, Drew, it doesn't get any better than this, you know. East only losing 2 varsity starters this year. He's coming back next year with a strong season with the return of such injured wrestlers this year as Andrew Chinovsky, Jeff Saviano, Anthony Mitchell, all of whom were unable to wrestle this year. They look for a pretty promising season come 1991.
Cherry Hill East looks ready for this meet. You're seeing shot. West should be joining us soon.
Also having an effect on the East team this year was the loss of their former coach. Was Frank McAleer, this year being taken over by Lou Frank. Frank McAleer went over to Eastern to become their athletic director.
Cherry Hill West, John Seymour, has been coaching the team for 5 years. He was a former coach at Cherry Hill East. He coached coached wrestling there for 6 years. The junior varsity just completed their meet a couple minutes before we went on. Cherry Hill West winning 70-3. So if we're looking at the programs, Cherry Hill West looks like to be the stronger contenders. And now, here are the Cherry Hill West Lions wrestling team. Cherry Hill West, 13-2-1, ranked number 8.
Boy, you can just feel the intensity in this crowd, huh?
There's Coach John Seymour.
All the cheers of the West audience should soon be quieted with an upset coming from the East team, I feel.
Once again, my name is Drew Golan. I'm joined by Mike D'Amico and Kevin Friedman. Cherry Hill West loosening up. We should begin. DeMarco, I'm sorry, Mike.
We're just having a little fun up here.
Stretching their necks, very important in wrestling. Once again, we should begin any minute. Cable 18 is proud to present this meet live. One of the few things shown live on Cable 18. And we are proud of it.
And this is sponsored by the red and white, that's Cherry Hill East, and the purple and white, Cherry Hill West.
Well, Cherry Hill West wears blue and white for wrestling. Coach John Seymour would rather see them wear blue than purple. He likes
Do you
the
know
color
why
better.
that is?
I guess he just likes the color better. Coach Seymour has such an influence on these wrestlers. He's one of the best coaches, and he's a fine teacher here at West.
And there's Mike Paparello for Cherry Hill East. He seems to be getting himself psyched up.
Opening up for West tonight will be Kyle Young, weighs 103 pounds, 16-1 sophomore. Last weekend, he had his first loss of the year. He was the Edgewood Holiday champ for West, and he's improved much since his freshman year. He's also a fine cross-country runner. And for East, opening up will be
Alfred Alon, he's 7-10, only a sophomore. He has a lot of promise.
I tell you, for a small kid, this Alfred Alon here seems to be pretty tough. I don't know how your little Kyle Young seems to be able to match up with him.
Here is the West line, if you didn't know that was Cherry Hill West. The line from Cherry Hill West. We are live from Jones Gymnasium. Being live, we have a couple minutes to, well, fill up some time, because if this was taped, we could always edit this. But we're live. So once again, you're looking at Cherry Hill West warming up. We should begin any minute. JV went a little longer than expected. So if you have time, we have some time. So why don't you go to the refrigerator, get something to eat, sit down, and enjoy, because you're going to see an excellent meet.
Speaking of that JV match there, he's just lost it in a close battle. Came down to the final match. I don't know how they lost it, but it's awfully close.
And we're looking at some West fans. Some younger West fans, probably looking at their older brothers. We should begin any minute, and once again, we will have a special presentation of our national anthem.
We know the Sixers are playing tonight, trying to extend their 12-game win streak to 13, but you just stick right with us. We got an exciting match coming up here.
Once again, go to the fridge, and West is meeting for probably one of their biggest matches of the year, biggest meets of the year.
I can just see the fear on their faces there, Drew. They seem to, East has struck fear into the heart of the West players.
We should begin any minute. So hopefully get back in your seat, some popcorn and some soda pop, and enjoy.
Maybe in the time being, we should discuss our wrestling credentials. Kevin and myself seem to have no previous formal wrestling experience, but I'm a big fan of the WWF and NWA.
But of course, this is the wrestling that people, they really work hard at, and it's real, and it's a struggle. Okay, we're going to begin here as the wrestlers line up respectively. And they're going to have the call once again. Line up call, and we'll give you that if you just joined us here on Cable 18.
Alfred Alon at 103 for Cherry Hill East.
And Kyle Young at 103 for Cherry Hill West.
John Mullen at 112 for East.
And 112 for West, sophomore Eric Russin.
119, Jeff Weismer for Cherry Hill East.
And 119 for Cherry Hill West, Mike Sicalis.
At 125, Chris Little Shoes Sherwin.
And for Cherry Hill West, undefeated, 19-0, 125, Bill Blauvelt. For the Lions at 130, it's Jason Butler.
At 135, Matt Sisney.
And 135, undefeated, 19-0, Eric Jamerson, who's looking for the district record tonight.
At 140, Brian, the Nature Boys, Stalk Up.
140, Dave Pochel for Cherry Hill West. John Pepineri for Cherry Hill West
At 145, Steve Young.
For Cherry Hill West at 152, Dom Ginzano.
160 for Cherry Hill East, Craig Crazy Man Haynes.
160 for Cherry Hill West, Bill Ferrari.
At 171 for Cherry Hill East, Greg Lenny O'Neill.
171 for Cherry Hill West, Pete Chomantowski.
189, Steve Nimzak for the Cougars.
And at 189 for Cherry Hill West, Tom DePatry.
At heavyweight, Mike Paps Paparella.
And for Cherry Hill West, heavyweight, Brett Atkins.
As we get ready for the national anthem, we ask you to please rise at home, please, too.
And Mike Sickalese will be singing, and Bill Blauvelt will be playing the saxophone. You've witnessed Mike Sickalese singing the national anthem for Cherry Hill West. Last Friday night, Mike Sickalese and Sue Lowenstein won the Cherry Hill West Talent Show as he sang a very nice song with Sue.
What a nice choir boy Mike should be. Very nice voice, very nice voice. I commend him on his singing.
Michael and I both sing in the Cherry Hill West Singers for Cherry Hill West. And Mike is an excellent singer along with an excellent wrestler. And the captains are now meeting in the center of the mat for both squads. For Cherry Hill West, it is Eric Jamerson and Bill Blauvelt.
For Cherry Hill East, they are Craig Crazy Man Haynes and Mike Paps Paparillo.
Otherwise known as Magilla Gorilla. Let's get ready to rumble. Is it Alfred? Let's get ready to rumble.
All right, opening up
Here we
the
go.
match for Cherry Hill West is Kyle Young, sophomore, 16-1. The Edgewood Holiday champ. He had a 12-12 record last season as a freshman, which is excellent. And he's also a fine cross-country runner.
Here's Alfred Alon, Cherry Hill East, at a 7-10 record. Only a sophomore, second-year varsity. Had a very decent year last year. Went to districts, but couldn't quite make it all the way.
I believe Alon is one of the 3 Alon brother wrestlers. Alon brother gymnasts.
Seems to have caught a cradle quite early in the match. I think we'll get a few back points for this.
He's awarded 2 points already.
2 for the takedown, 3 for the back points.
And he's looking for the pin right now.
Somewhat resembling a small package.
He has him in the cradle, and he just lost it. Young is awarded 8 points, and we have an no, they did not award the escape to Cherry Hill East Alon, and Kyle Young is back in hold of his man.
Alon seems a bit intimidated out on the mat, wouldn't you say, Kevin?
And we look like we're close to a pin here.
Still has his head turned. Seems to be struggling very hard.
And we have a pin. Kyle Young with a victory at 1 minute 8 seconds of the first period.
A rough start there for Cherry Hill East. Hopefully they'll be able to bounce back and make something of this.
Next for Cherry Hill West, Eric Russin, 11-7-1. Weight class, this is 112.
Here at 112 is the older Alon. This is Alfred. Earlier, that was Achilles Alon, his younger brother, only a freshman. Seems they seem to look a little bit alike. East put a little change into their lineup here, so bear with us, please.
Eric Russin is second year as a varsity wrestler. He's only a sophomore, and he's a gymnast in the fall season. And Coach Seamark describes him as a steadily developing wrestler.
Alfred Alon, too, is a wrestler, as a gymnast, and for a small kid, he displays a whole lot of strength.
Once again, Cherry Hill West is winning 6-0 from the victory from Kyle Young with a pin 1 minute 8 seconds into the match.
We still seem to be having a pretty even match here. This one a little bit better than the first one.
And 2 points are awarded to Eric Russin. He's going for the pin. One minute remains in the first period.
Alon throwing a leg in, trying to keep himself off his back.
.40 seconds left in the first period.
Alon's style pretty much reminds me of that of Tito Santana, former Intercontinental champion.
And Alon almost with a reversal. No points awarded. 25 seconds left in the first of 3 2-minute periods. And Alon does get the
Alon
reversal.
chooses the
15
reversal.
seconds left in the period. It is 6-2, Eric Russin. 5 seconds left in the period. And that's the end of the first period. Once again, fans, there are 3 2-minute periods.
And now Alon gets his choice of which position he'd like to take. He chooses neutral.
6-2, Eric Russin. As we begin the second period of this match.
I believe after East Rocky's start, you'll see the East team a little hesitant to take the first shot at this. They're very much on the defense. They don't seem too aggressive in the opening whistle. Alon trying to get the leg over, and he does.
And I believe Alon is awarded 2 points. 6-4, Eric Russin. 1 minute, 25 seconds left in the second period.
We have an escape
And Eric
reversal.
Russin with the escape and reversal.
That gives him an 8-4 lead.
1 minute, 10 seconds left in the second period. Eric Russin. He's also a member of the student government organization. He's leading 8-4 right now as Cherry Hill West is winning the meet 6-0. 53 seconds left in the second period.
Alon sits out. He's trying to get up. And they move out of the circle and return to the
Alon will be
circle.
on the bottom. Eric Russin had control.
Alon taking the defensive position.
44 seconds left in the second period. 8-4, Eric Russin.
Goes for the ankle pick. Seems to have it. Alon tries to sit out. No luck there. Eric Russin
30s.
maintains control.
28 seconds left to go in the second period. Russin going for the pin. He's got 20 seconds to do so. Uh, 8 seconds left.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And Alon survives the period. Eric Russin should get back points, and he receives 3 back points as he is leading going into the third period 11-4. Russin gets his choice, and he chooses to go on the bottom for Cherry Hill West.
Gives Alon the offensive position.
– 11-4, Eric Russin leads going into the third period. 6-0 Cherry Hill West overall. This is the 112-pound weight class.
Alon trying to remain control. As long as Russin has that arm around his leg, it's not considered, Alon does not have control.
1:40 left to go in the final period of this match.
And Russin gets the escape.
Escapes. He receives 1 point for the escape.
Alon has the single, couldn't take him down.
1:15 left to go in the final period.
Russin should get 2 points there.
He receives 3. Or no, he receives 2. It's 14-4 Eric Russin, 112 weight class. I believe he's looking for the cradle. No, he decides to change his mind and looking for basically wrist control, which he has.
Looking for the half. He's almost got it.
He's pulling for that half.
Alon breaks out.
40 seconds to go in this match, and Russ going for the pin. "30 seconds for Alon to hold on. 14-4 Russin. As no Alon-
Bridges. As you can see, 20 seconds remaining. No, he's on his back. He's got a bridge here.
Fans rooting Russin on for the last pull. Will he get it with 10 seconds left to go? And he's gotten it. Eric Russin with the pin. 9 seconds left to go in the third period. He was leading 14-4. Doesn't matter. He gets the 6 points for Cherry Hill West as Eric Russin beats Alon in the 112 weight class. 12-0 Cherry Hill West. Next for Cherry Hill West,
Up for Cherry Hill East is Jeff Weismer, a freshman here, 5-9. He's won 4 out of his last 5. Seems to be coming on very strongly.
For Cherry Hill West at 119 is Mike Sickley, 6'11" 2. He, of course, sang the national anthem for all you viewers at home.
Once again, that was an excellent national anthem.
This match seems to be getting the same way the previous match began, as no competitor can gain control.
Wiseman should have 2 there, but they're out, and he gets the 2.
1:28 to go in the first period of the 119 match. Sickley's will be on the bottom.
Trying for the escape. And he gets a reverse. No. Yes, he has the reversal. 2 points. The match tied up now at 2-2. West with the lead, 12-0.
This is Mike Sickley's first year as a varsity starter. He's a senior. He's active in the student government. And they wrestle each other out of bounds. 54 seconds to go in the first period. Mike Sickley's and Jeff Weismer are tied at 2.
Weismer in the bottom. He's trying to stand up.
"35 seconds to go in the first period.
Looks like he's reaching for the armbar there. He runs it around and he has it. Weismer gets up.
20 seconds remaining in the first period. 2-2.
Weismer gets the escape. He should get a point there.
Yes, he does. And that's the end of the first period. Weismer leading Mike Sickley's 3-2 in the 119 weight division. 12-0 Cherry Hill West.
Have to be impressed with Weismer so far, being only a freshman, going against the older junior from Cherry Hill West, Mike Sickley.
Sickley's trying to sit out for Cherry Hill West.
Weismer looking for an armbar now. Still remains in control.
Sickley's trying to get that wrist control. .137 to go in the second period. 3-2. Weisner leading Mike Sickley's.
An escape here from Sickley's will tie the match up at 3.
1:30 to go in the second period.
Weismer keeps him down. He has a wrist.
.115 to go in the second period.
Weismer loses wrist control.
We're at
Sickley sits out.
We're at the halfway mark of this match. Weismer leading 3-2 over Mike Sickley's. No points have been awarded this period.
Weismer pulling that wrist in.
I believe we have a stall on Mike Sickley's. I believe we have a stall.
Weismer once again assumes the top position.
43 seconds remaining in the second period.
Sickley stands up, tries to break the wrist. Wismer keeps him down. He's got a leg.
Sickleys gets a point there.
.20 seconds remaining in the second period. 12-0 Cherry Hill West. 3-3 tie in the 119 weight class.
Wismer still in control. Sickley's pulling on that leg. Wismer stays behind.
And another stall has been called on Wisner. He loses once again another point. 4-3. Mike Sickleys. 8 seconds remaining in the second period. Once again, we are live in the Jones Gymnasium.
Speaking of the strength of next year's team, seems that sophomore football quarterback Kevin Foley will be coming out for the wrestling team. He has just informed me.
And that's the end of the second period of the 119 weight class meet. Mike Sickleys leading Wisner 4-3.
Entering the third period. 4-3.
We're in the middle of a very tight match. And we have a call by the referee.
They start from the neutral position once again.
.120 remaining in
Wisner
the
keeping
third
control.
period.
Stands up. He's got the leg. Throws it over. Oh. Wismer down by just a point. Let's put Cherry Hill East on the board. Sickleys shoots in. He's got a leg.
.50 remaining in the third period. Sickleys.
He's got him in a head scissors.
Is leading 4-3.
Throughout this third period, no one has been able to gain control.
.32 remaining in the third period. 12-0 Cherry Hill West. 4-3 Mike Sickleys is leading.
Wismer trying for the crossface.
Wisner has to at least get 1 point for the tie, and he only has 15 seconds to do so. And is he awarded the point?
Wisner
he's
should
got
get
the
2 there.
Is he getting 2? Or is he getting 1?
Should get now.
And that's the match.
That's the
I
end.
believe Mike Sickleys.
Wismer gets the victory there for 2 points, right with 1 second left.
The score goes to 12-3. I feel a comeback coming on here, Kevin.
That has to get the Cherry Hill East squad pumped up after a big victory to come from behind. He got control with 1 second left. Jeff Wismer, only a freshman. What a victory.
That has to be heartbreaking to Mike Sickleys, his last match against Cherry Hill East.
And now at 1:25, we have a special surprise for you. Steve Kushner his first varsity match. He's coming out at 125 to wrestle Bill Blauvelt.
Bill Blauvelt, third year as a starter. He's a co-captain for Cherry Hill West. He was the holiday tournament champ. He was the musician who brought to you the national anthem. He's 19-0, senior for Cherry Hill West, co-captain Bill Blauvelt.
It's a pretty tough first varsity match for Steve Kushner here, going against the 19-0 Blauvelt.
And Blauvelt looks to be in control, and he is awarded 2 points.
Kushner showing some pretty good tenacity out there on the mat.
Close to being out of bounds. 1:33 to go in the first period of this match. And they're out of bounds. This is the 125-pound weight class. Billy Blauvelt, who is absolutely perfect for the season, has owned this weight class.
I think young Steve Kushner may give Bill a run for his money here. I don't know. His first match, we don't know what he can do.
And Blauvelt has him in the cradle.
Blauvelt gets 2 points for regaining control after Kushner escaped.
It is 4-1, Bill Blauvelt leading. He has him in the cradle. He has a pin. 58 seconds into the match. Bill Blauvelt with a pin. 18-3, Cherry Hill West.
Boy, it wasn't much to look at, but you have to commend Steve Kushner on his valiant attempt.
Next for Cherry Hill West in the 130 weight class, Jason Butler, senior, 7-12-0.
For Cherry Hill East, Chris Little Shoes Sherwin. He shoots the leg. He's got the single.
And they both go out of bounds.
Sherwin has wrestled consistently for this East team throughout, being 9-8.
As the referee takes a little fall there.
The ref seems to be injured a little bit. I think he got hit right on that funny bone there.
Where's
Wrestling
Dave Callen when you
officials-
need him?
Wrestling officials are a little tougher than other officials. They can take a little blow to the side. 0-0 into the 130 so far in this 130 match. 128 to go. Jason Butler eyeing his opponent up. He's looking for his 8th victory of the year. And once again, the two gentlemen go out of bounds.
Once again, they go out of bounds and will assume the neutral position. Sherwin shoots. Couldn't get a hold.
53 seconds to go in the first period.
Sherwin
0
has
to
him
0.
down.
No,
Not quite a takedown.
and they're out of bounds once again.
Butler almost got control there, but they were too far to be out of bounds.
This is Jason Butler's first year as a starter. He has shown at times some great ability.
Butler has a leg. Sherwin keeps him up on top. He's got him up.
And I
Takes him
believe
down.
Butler receives 2 points. 2-0 Jason Butler's 15 seconds to go in the first period.
Sherwin attempting to sit out.
He's
Caught
going for
himself
the
in a bad
pin.
spot.
He's got 10 seconds to do it. He's getting back points. And he receives 2 back points. And at the end of the first period of this 130 weight class match, it's 4-0 Jason Butler over.
Chris Sherwin.
look for Sherwin to come out strong in his second period. I think he a little slow there at the beginning. I think now that he's got it started, now that it's on the offensive, look for Sherwin to take control.
Once again, we are live from the Jones Gymnasium at Cherry Hill High School West, where the Cherry Hill West Lions, who are 8th ranked in South Jersey, are looking to defeat Cherry Hill East for the first time in 13 years in wrestling.
This is interesting. Chris told me earlier that his childhood hero has always been Hulk Hogan. Maybe seems to be showing a few shades of that right now.
Butler gets a point for the escape. Our next match should be especially exciting because Eric Jamerson, who is 19-0, is looking to tie a district record. A district record, I might add, that is held by a Cherry Hill East alumni. "5-0 Jason Butler leading Chris Sherwin. 1:10 to go in the second period. Butler with the shoot.
Sherwin obviously not wrestling up to his capabilities here. He's usually much stronger than this.
And Butler looks to be taking control. And he gets the 2 points. 7-0 Jason Butler.
Sherwin caught in a headlock.
30 seconds to go in the second
Trying to
period.
cradle.
Butler's going for
It's
the
on his
cradle.
back. No. He's down.
Jason Butler with the victory for Cherry Hill West. That gives Cherry Hill West their 4th pin of the night, and they are leading Cherry Hill East 24-3.
Definitely a big surprise there. I expected Sherwin to come out much stronger than that.
He obviously doesn't kick enough. Next up for Cherry Hill East, newcomer to the team this year, junior Greg Boyle, 3-11. Just last week, his first varsity pin against Overbrook.
Jason Butler's victory came 3 minutes, 36 seconds into the match. And now we are going to look possibly at history in the making, as Eric Jamerson tonight, going into the match 19-0, is looking for a school district record of the most wins, career wins, and that's 78. He's looking to tie that record, that is, set by Greg Casamentov, a 1988 graduate of Cherry Hill East. Eric Jamerson.
Yes, another change in the East lineup. Matt Sisney has come out, a junior, 3-10. His first year varsity, though with 2 other years to his wrestling credit.
Jamerson going for the early pin. He gains 2 points. And
Jamerson seems to be going for a technical fall here, just taking him down, letting him up.
he's leading 2-1. Jamerson was the Edgewood tournament champion, and he holds the most career victories at Cherry Hill West. He receives 2 more points, and he lets the man up. He's leading 4-2. Very interesting approach by Eric Jamerson.
Jamerson seems a bit very confident in this match here, just taking him down, letting him up.
And he gets a warning for head slaps. 1:22 left to go in the first period. Cherry Hill West overall is leading Cherry Hill East 24-3. Jamerson's a co-captain for West. This is his 4th year as a starter. And once again, he gets control, and I believe he's not going to let him up this time. He has him
6-2.
where he wants him. He's leading 6-2 in the 135 weight division.
Lets him up once again. Goes to 6-3. Obviously, Jamerson very confident of his abilities here. Maybe he's underestimating Sisney just a bit.
Shouldn't get too overconfident there. You never know when Sisney may throw a nice move on him.
We've seen shades of brilliance from this young man before, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it again here.
35 seconds to go in the first period. 26-3, Eric Jamerson leading.
Jamerson looking for a hip toss.
Jamerson shoots. He's getting
And
control of his
another 2
man. He
points.
gets 2 more points. 8-3, Jamerson leading. Let's see if he lets him go this time, or he holds him off for the last 7 seconds
Takes
of
the ankle
period.
pick, drives him down. Oh, he's taking him over.
The end of the first period of the 135 weight class match, where Eric Jamerson is leading Matt Sicily 8-3. Sisney 8-3.
Sisney, let me remind you, weighed in at 130. Obviously outweighed here. Sisney stands up, breaks the hold, gets a point for the escape.
Jamerson is taking an approach we have not seen yet tonight. Once he gets control of his man, he seems to be letting him up. Maybe waiting for the time, and he's got him on his back, going for the pin. 10-4, Eric Jamerson leading. Mike Sisney.
He has wrist control. We have a whistle. Out of bounds.
Eric Jamerson is Mr. Cherry Hill West for 1989-90. He rode around in the Thanksgiving parade in his football jersey, because he was a football player.
Jamerson just lets him out of the...
He is a football player. Let me remind you of the East-West football game, which was won once again by the Cherry Hill East Cougars, the red and white.
12-5, Eric Jamerson leading. There's 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining in the second period.
He lets him up once again. Let's remind you he's going for the technical fall here. It's 5 points for his team.
Yeah, how many points is that? 15? 15 points? Technical fall? 15-point lead?
A 15-point lead by Jamerson would cause for a technical fall.
He's leading 14-6. There's 35 seconds remaining in the second period. Jamerson once again lets him up. It's 14-7, and the official allows Mike Sisney, Matt Sisney, time to tie his shoes.
And if he hadn't, that could be deadly. Trip and break his neck.
Jamerson lets him go again.
And 2 more points are awarded to Jamerson at 16-8. And Jamerson receives 2 more points.
Once again, the takedown. He's got the half.
He's only
He
got
needs wrist
3
control here.
seconds to do something, and
2, 1.
that's the end of the second period of this 135 weight class. Fans, you may be looking at history in the making as Eric Jamerson once again is looking to tie the district record.
He is ahead by 10 points and assumes the bottom position. He stands up, throws Sisney to the ground with authority.
He receives 1 point for the escape.
Ankle pick and wrist control.
Should get 2 more there.
And it
he
is
does.
21-8. Eric Jamerson leading. 1:40 to go in the final period of this
He has a
135
half.
weight class match.
And he takes him over. You have to be impressed with Sisney here, holding his own against a very tough opponent. The score does not reflect his courage, I must say.
Jamerson is absolutely in control of this man from the start. All of Sisney's points have been given to him by Jamerson. Basically, you could say that.
No, I think this just shows the competitiveness of Cherry Hill East. Although Sisney only being a junior, showing how hard the season has been for Cherry Hill East this year and dealing with tougher and older opponents.
Jamerson once again letting Sisney go. It's 40 seconds left to go in the third period. Jamerson once again with 2 points. It's 23-9.
And this is going to be close,
And he
it's
gets
over.
a pin. Eric Jamerson with the pin for Cherry Hill West. And fans, you have witnessed Eric Jamerson setting a new school district record of tying the school district record of most career wins, 78, set by Greg Casamento, 88 graduate of Cherry Hill East. Congratulations, Eric Jamerson, who now ups his record to 28-20 and 0. 30-3 Cherry Hill West, clearly in the lead, and Dave Pichel for Cherry Hill West, who's a sophomore, is 1-1 in the 140 weight class division.
Next up for Cherry Hill East is Greg Boyle, a junior.
Fast 2 points are awarded to Dave as he leads 13 seconds into the match.
Boyle has a takedown reversal. Very impressive here.
Minute and 30 seconds to go in the first period.
Grabs the ankle. Remains in control.
Boyle gains 2 points for the reversal there.
Pichel gains those 2 points back on the reversal.
No, Boyle get almost out. Nobody in control yet. Boyle almost.
And we have a reversal by Cherry Hill West. He's going for the pin.
He's working that reverse cradle.
.35 seconds remaining in the first period. Now we're down to 30.
Boyle trying to get the reversal.
7-2, Pichel in the lead.
Michelle got 3 back points there.
Michelle with the ankle. No, he lets it go. Boyle hopefully can escape this.
Or hold
3
off until the end
seconds.
of the period. And Pichel is awarded back points. He goes into the second period leading 9-2. Cherry Hill West in the
Pichel seems a bit timid out there. Is he a new wrestler for your team?
not timid at all. He's leading 9-2. He's a sophomore for Cherry Hill West. He's a very successful junior varsity wrestler.
Seems to be some change in the lineup, just having a JV wrestler move on up.
Michelle gets a 1 point there. I think they said Boyle was stalling, but I don't know.
Boyle looking for control. Pichel with the leg. And Pichel takes control, is looking for more back points.
He's leading 12-2. And he gets a pin. Dave Pichel with the victory.
That gives Cherry Hill West the 36-3 lead. A tough match there for Boyle, being outweighed since Boyle weighed in at 140.
At the 145 weight class, we have John Papineri for Cherry Hill West. He's a sophomore. His record is 5-6. He's looking to even up his record.
At 145 for Cherry Hill East is Brian the Nature Boy Stalkup. Brian's been wrestling for, I think, about 12 years, ever since he was just a young pup.
And Papineri has wrestled for about the same amount of years.
Seems we have a clash of experience here, hey.
I don't have the information now, but I'm pretty sure that they've probably clashed heads in the past. Papineri, his first year as a regular starter for the Cherry Hill West varsity wrestling team. He's also a football player. As a freshman, he did win some matches for varsity.
Brian Stalkup, a junior, also a member of the football team. And he's in the air and down.
And Papineri is awarded 2 points.
As Papineri's headgear falls off, ref stops the match.
1:10 remaining in the first period. Cherry Hill West has clearly defeating Cherry Hill East right now. They're leading 36-3.
Well, the scoreboard, Drew, my friend, in no way indicates the intensity and heart and courage of this team.
Cherry Hill West is looking for their first victory over Cherry Hill East in wrestling in 13 years.
And probably their last for the next 13 years.
Papinera keeps in control. Stalk up looking for that out of bounds and finds it.
Score remains 2-0 Papineri over Stalkup with 47 seconds left in the first period. Papineri's on top.
Ow.
That's gotta hurt.
There's 30 seconds remaining in the first period of this 145 weight class match between John Papineri and
Brian Stalkup. He gets the nickname Nature Boy to his close resemblance to the NWA Ric Flair.
Of course, those are two different sports we're talking about,
They're both wrestling.
but different types of wrestling. This is the real thing, folks.
We could get into the third type of sumo wrestling, but we don't have enough time.
Of course, there are three types of wrestling. The amateur wrestling, which you're watching right now, and the quote-unquote professional wrestling. And nice point brought up by my colleague, sumo wrestling. 5 seconds remaining in the first period. 2-0 John Papineri. And that's the end of the first period with the same score that I just said 4 seconds ago.
Which was 2-0.
In the 7 matches thus far this evening, Cherry Hill West has won 6 of them by pins and lost 1 in the last seconds of the match. Mike Sickley's lost for Cherry Hill West.
Thank you.
And he was defeated by
by Jeff Wiseman, only a freshman of Cherry Hill East, showing the promise of this young squad.
.1 minute 42 seconds left in the second period. John Papinari putting his headgear back on.
Stalkup seems so aggressive, just ripping his headgear right off.
Papinari had two older brothers who wrestled at Cherry Hill West. He, of course, is only a sophomore.
Stalkup taken down. Should be an extra
Papinari
2
with
points.
2 points.
Papinari going for the half Nelson.
Out of bounds is called. Papinari will be on top. He's in control of this match. He's leading 4-0. 1 minute 8 seconds left in the second period.
Paneri takes the top position. Stalkup looking for the escape. Possibly a reversal.
I think he got it.
No, not yet.
Yes, he did. He got the 2 points for the reversal. Excellent move by Brian Stalkup of Cherry Hill East. And now he'll take the top position.
Once again, Cable 18 is
Stalkup.
proud to present Cherry Hill West, Cherry Hill East Wrestling live from the Jones Gymnasium at Cherry Hill West.
Stalkup remains in control with that leg thrown in.
Coach John Seymour must be incredibly pleased with how this evening has gone so far.
Stalkup seems at a loss for a move here. .21 seconds remaining in this second period. Papinera still up 4-2. They're both up. Stalkup still with the leg.
10 seconds left to go in the second period. 4-2, John Papinari in the lead.
Papinari going for the reversal. No, he hasn't gotten it yet.
No reversal.
Second period ends. 4-2, Papinari of Cherry Hill West leading Stalkup of Cherry Hill East.
Brian Stalkup just a slim 3 points away in bringing his team back within reach.
And we begin the third period of this 145 weight class matchup.
If Cherry Hill East could get a pin here, that might give them a little momentum to maybe come back. Stalkup remains in control.
Stalkup's looking for the pin here. It's just what they need.
Nice move by Papinari to not allow the pin for Cherry Hill West.
Stalkup has wrist control and throws in a leg. Loses the wrist. Papinera sitting out.
We might have a stall here, and that's the call. 4-2, John Papinari in the lead. 1:08 left in the final period of this 145 weight class match. Cherry Hill East overall is leading. Cherry Hill West. Oh, Cherry Hill West is overall leading Cherry Hill East 36-3. That's right, Cherry Hill West 36, Cherry Hill East 3. The last time Cherry Hill West beat Cherry Hill East was in 1977.
This match is not over, though, folks, so stay tuned. Darn. The ref showing his frustration there by the stalling tactics of both wrestlers, blows his whistle for an extremely long time.
Stalk up keeps control. If he's looking for a decision, he's going to have to let him up and take him down again. He's got the power half. Papanaris stands up.
Illegal move on the Cherry Hill East. Stalk off.
Stalk up needs a pin here. I mean, it would really. No, Stalk up regains control.
Stalkoff must make something happen as Papanaris is leading 4-2 with 10 seconds left. East did it once. Can they do it again? 5 seconds. 2 and 1, and John Papanari wins this match.
That's got to be frustrating for Brian Stalkup. Out there on the mat 6 minutes and nothing to show for it but a couple of points.
As he was in control for most of the match, but Papanari was able to gain control twice to Stalk Up's only once.
Mike, discussing this match this weekend, we didn't think it would be this lopsided of a score. I mean, when we talked about it, we didn't think it would be this lopsided.
Yes, I know. I personally thought we'd be much further ahead.
Dom Ginzano for Cherry Hill West, who is 12-5 at the 152 weight class, is now on the mat for Cherry Hill West.
Going against Steve Young, this is only his second match. Steve, also only a sophomore, was a varsity member last year on soccer, and last year also baseball. He was also on the varsity.
Dom is his second year as a starter. He's a senior. He scored a 1,400 on the college boards.
Mighty impressive.
But I will beat that score.
I already did.
He defeated an East wrestler in last year's match, and he holds the lead 2-0, trying to make it 2 years in a row.
As you look at this very young Steve Young, you may think, hey, what an experienced wrestler this kid is. But oh no, contraire, mon frere. He has only been out for the team for the past 2 weeks. Yes, that's right, 2 weeks, and he looks very impressive here.
Ginzano, and he has gotten the pin. 1 minute, 5 seconds into the first period. Ginzano gives West
That's got to hurt the confidence of
a
Steve Young there.
45-3 lead.
This only being his second match, it would have helped if he could have gotten a victory to give him some confidence. Andrew Chinovsky is up here in the booth right now. He's just pointing out that he pinned Genzano last year.
Andy, I was mighty impressed at your fine linebacking skills in this year's East-West football game.
Thanks a lot. I wasn't actually linebacker, defensive end.
Defensive end.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, back to the wrestling match. Bill Ferrari for Cherry Hill West at 160. He's 8-12-0. It's his first year as a starter, and he's also a football player. He gets an early 2-0 lead over.
Now for Cherry Hill East at 160, Mike Jackson, known affectionately by his football friends as Psycho. And if you get to know this kid, you'll understand why. This kid will do anything.
.130 left in the first period of this match. 2-0, Billy Ferrari. Out of bounds.
During this break, real quickly, I just want to talk to Andrew Chinovsky. I understand you're coming back to the wrestling team next year, getting off of this injury, correct?
Hopefully. We'll see what happens.
All right, we're in the 160 weight class. Billy Ferrari is leading 3-2, and he's going for the pin right now, folks. He's getting back points right now. Billy Ferrari working on his man.
Jackson obviously weighed in at 152 here. Wrestling, of course, at 160. Very strong for his weight, though.
5-2, Billy Ferrari leading. 8-2 make that as his back points are added, and it's now 8-4. Make that. 50 seconds left to go in the first period. Overall, Cherry Hill West is leading Cherry Hill East 45-3.
This has by far been one of the most exciting matches. With only a minute and 10 seconds gone so far, it's already 8-4.
I tell you, I can barely stay in my seat. Jackson will assume the top position. He seems to be a left-hander here.
Eight to 4.
We're also joined by Jeff Saviano, also a wrestler for Charlie East. He's also injured this year.
I'm Drew Golem from Cherry Hill West. I'm joined by a couple of East colleagues. At West, we're leading 45-3.
Because if East, and I stress this, if should lose the match, we definitely have our West colleague, Drew, obviously outnumbered, and you'll never see him again.
Just kidding, right?
You never
38
know.
seconds left to go in the first period. 8-4. Billy Ferrari leading in the 160 weight class division. Ferrari having his man under control.
Guest announcer here is Andrew Snosky. He will be doing a little play-by-play during the next few minutes of this match.
Thank you, Free Do. As they assume their top positions, as they lock up, Mike Jackson and Ferrari battling with the upper top position. Battle of strength right here. Mike Jackson has superior strength, but Ferrari possesses some good talent, which should get him through this match. As you can see, it's 9-4.
10 seconds left to go in the first
Be a
period.
good time to get a takedown here, so making 2 points. Ferrari, there it is right there. Suck it in.
And thank you, Andy
I'd just like to
Chudowski.
take this time to say hello to Molly and Connie at home.
Thank you. I'm sure they're watching.
Well, Jeff, that's for you.
Billy Ferrari will be on top for the beginning of the second period. Once again, Cherry Hill West is leading 45-3. Ferrari in the lead, 9-4.
Jackson obviously has caught himself in a bad position. He spins out of it, though. Wrestles his way back to the top.
Cherry Hill West seems to have almost locked up a victory over Cherry Hill East. And this will be the first one in 13 years.
Go Ferrari. Oh.
I think Ferrari might have a bloody lip there. I think that's why the referee stopped the match. I think he wants to get the mat cleaned.
Now you know why they call him Psycho. Action Jackson.
As you're looking at Coach Seymour giving advice to Mr. Billy Ferrari.
$226-614 is the winning ticket, if any of you have it. If you came up to here maybe to purchase a ticket and go back home.
$1:42 left to go in the second period. Cherry Hill West leading 45-3. And Bill Ferrari is leading this match 9-5 as we're cleaning up.
Let us take this opportunity to commend these wrestlers. They're extraordinary athletes combining strength and conditioning. Maybe someday some of these people will end up with the likes of Randy Macho Man Savage and such.
There you saw Mike Jackson talking to Cherry Hill East assistant coach Kevin Castagnola.
Join us on Cable 18 on February 14th where Cherry Hill West presents Broadway Night. Don't miss this fine and exciting event. Andy, tell me, since we have you up here, we have the pleasure of having you up here, what is your outlook on next year's East football team?
Oh, wow. Well, we got a whole team coming back. We lose about 3 or 4 seniors. We got a lot of experience over this year. Hopefully we can have a lot of paybacks next year. A lot of teams are going to be getting it to them. Hopefully we'll take West again next year. Hopefully we can go 11-0 as we did in '88.
Were you on that 11-0 team?
Yeah, I was as a sophomore. Didn't get much playing time as didn't many sophomores either did.
How exciting was it to be on that team?
Well, it was very exciting, even though it wasn't too fun getting run over like guys like Ted Page and guys 6'3", Monmouth men, 250. But we got some big guys coming back. We got Jeff Hoke, Mike DeMarco.
Tell me something. Any do you think this team has the same potential as that team 2 years ago that went 11-0?
Well, I think the chemistry's there. Just everything's got to fall into place for us next year. Hopefully it will.
Okay, we have 1:42 left to go in the second
Salvatore's
round.
another big lineman coming back.
Also, another fall sport next year for Cherry Hill East will be their soccer, which should have a very successful season. We have pretty much the nucleus of our team back. We have
Okay, now let's get back to the present time, where Cherry Hill West wrestling team is looking to run their record to 14-2-1. They're the Edgewood Tournament champions, ranked number 8 by the Courier Post and the Inquirer, and this night should not hurt them at all. 9-5, Billy Ferrari leading.
Wrestlers take the neutral position. Mike Jackson, once again, 5-8, first-year varsity.
Billy
He
Ferrari.
goes for the leg, can't get it.
You're back. Billy Ferrari is working for control. 1:20 left to go in the second period. And they are out of bounds. 9-5, Billy Ferrari.
Mike Jackson strutting about the circle. You can almost see the ferocious look on his face from up here. Jackson goes for the leg. He has it. He's got to pull it in. No. 2 points for
Billy Ferrari.
Billy Ferrari.
11-5, Billy Ferrari in the lead.
he seems to be as quick as the car.
Next up for Cherry Hill West will be Peter Chomantowski, who is 13-3. He's a senior, and he'll be wrestling in the 171. And for East at 171, it will be...
Craig Haynes. Craig Hitman Haynes, that is.
Okay. Now back to this match. 47 seconds left in the second period. Billy Ferrari leading 11-5. This is a 160 weight class.
This match would start off at a quick pace. It seemed to slow down an awful lot.
Ferrari looking for the cradle. It's not there. And once again, he is sent back to the West bench to have his lip or nose checked. It's his lip.
Jackson seems to be down in the middle of the mat. I'm not really sure what's wrong with him.
It appears we're going to have a few minutes of break time. So if you'd like to go to your refrigerator and get some
Jackson
fill
seems
up
to
on
be
some more
grabbing it.
soda pop and some popcorn, why don't you do so?
Unmentionables. Quite painful. Boy, that's got to hurt in the morning.
All right. Please join us next week, once again, Broadway night on Cable 18, after the East-West Report and
I
the
think
Junior School News. And on February 21st, the All Cherry Hill Elementary Spelling Bee. And finishing off February 28th, East-West Boys and Girls Swimming. I will be there that night. And that will follow the East-West Report at Junior School News.
Friday-
It seems as though he's down and he looks quite injured. Jackson?
Friday, Charlie Lisa just mentioned it'll be Battle of the Bands, 7:30 in the auditorium. Only $3 admission. Come support our school, please. And Jackson seems to be up and walking. That is definitely a good sign. He refuses the water.
45-3, Cherry Hill West overall in the lead. They're looking to defeat East for the first time in 13 years.
I think Ferrari's considering whether he should go on with this. It seems to be quite a bloodbath out there for him, ladies and gentlemen.
Bill Ferrari's a tough character. He's been wrestling since the 7th grade. And he knows that this sport, like some not like some other sports at school, this sport absolutely is physical. Like football.
Jackson over on the far side is regaining
And
his
this match
wind and
is going to continue. Second period, 34 seconds left, 45-3, Cherry Hill West in the lead. 11-5, Bill Ferrari in the lead.
Jackson fighting hard. He's down. He sits out and
20
spins.
seconds remaining in the second period.
Ferrari, once again, to remind you, up 11-5. Jackson is from the Milwaukee area, I believe.
All right. Going into the third period, Bill Ferrari will be leading 11-7. Coach Seymour must be incredibly pleased with this match. Coach Seymour. This is West Year, folks. They were incredibly hyped up before this meet with Cherry Hill East. And after this match, once again, we've seen Pete Chobentowski and 171, 189 Tom DiPatri, and for the heavyweight final match of the evening, Brett Atkins.
Jackson takes the top position. This time he's going from the left side, using his right-handed abilities. Jackson seems ambidextrous here. Very talented wrestler, I might add.
Ferrari gets 1 point for the escape, and then he gets another 2 points when he regained control over Jackson, opening up a 7-point lead, 14-7.
We have 1 minute 38 seconds left to go in the final period of this match, 160 weight class. It's been a little longer than expected
Jackson.
because of 2 injuries by these wrestlers.
Bill Ferrari assumes the up position. Break. We got 122 left in the third period.
A point for Mike Jackson, who once again takes the bottom.
Bill Ferrari assumes the top position. Mike Jackson must get out, must get some points here. An escape would be essential right now. Try to get some back points, get back into this match.
This meet is impossible for Cherry Hill East to win as West has wrapped up their first victory in 13 years. But East probably wants to make the score a little respectable. Wouldn't you say there, Mike?
Well, I'm sure that would be nice, but you just have to respect this young East team. They just wrestled their little hearts out here, and it's not over. They can still walk away with their heads held high against this fine West team. And I'd like to add that Mike Jackson is not the singer. There might have been a little confusion there for some of you, possibly listening to the radio or such.
Billy Ferrari in control 16-9 over Mike Jackson. And I believe we're going to have a little...
Although the score is 45-3, Cherry Hill East has put up a very good fight in every single match. And next year should be the year for Cherry Hill East to come back and start another 13-year winning streak.
Billy
Takes
Ferrari
the-
allowing his going for the position. It's 16-10. Ferrari in the lead. He only has 35 seconds to hold off for this victory.
Took the very unusual and rarely used freestyle position there. You don't see that much here.
16-10. Ferrari in the lead. He only has 28 seconds left to go in this third period to hold off a victory once again for Cherry Hill West. 20 seconds left to go in the third period. Ferrari's just wasting the time. He only has 10 seconds to hold off